Today we are going to be riding the Old Ghost Road in a day. Oh my god! Ah! Is this real life?
This is so crazy.
The Old Ghost Road is a 50-mile track on New Zealand's South Island, ranging from Lyell to Seddonville, climbing 4,000 feet from Buller Gorge to the Lyell Saddle, before crossing epic ridgelines and finally descending into the Mokenui River Valley. It officially opened as a backpacking and bikepacking route in 2015 and has since then developed a reputation as one of the must-do mountain bike rides in New Zealand. Most people do this ride as a bikepacking trip, staying in one or several of the backcountry huts along the way. But because we don't have any bikepacking gear right now, but we do have a problem with enjoying extremely long bike rides, we're going to attempt to do this ride in one day. As you guys know, if you've been watching this channel for a while, we like a challenge. We like a big day on the bike. And let's just say, this one day ends up surpassing all of our expectations in every possible way. We're currently in Nelson. We're going to be getting up super early tomorrow, driving the 2 hours to start our ride, hopefully by 7 a.m. Because we're doing this in a day, we have to be able to carry everything we need for 10-ish hours of riding. So I'm going to go ahead and show you everything we are bringing to do the Old Ghost Road in a day. We're going to be putting Scratch high carb in all 4 of these bottles and also in this hydro flask, which should be about 1,000 calories for me and 1,300 calories for Mackie. And that's part of the way that we're hopefully gonna be able to do this in a day, is taking in a lot of our calories with liquid sources. So some Haribo, of course. I probably will pop these open and put some salt in there. Nut bars and some meat sticks. I'm also still gonna make us some sandwiches. We'll have 4 20-gram CO2s. If things go really badly, we do have the hand pump. We also have 2 tubes. There's one in my bag as well. We have tire plugs as well. And we have Mackie's EpiPen because we don't go anywhere without it. We've got the water filter so that we can fill up our bottles and our packs in rivers if needed. And then, of course, we have the 2 USWE packs for water and to carry our tools and snacks. In terms of warm layers, the weather is looking pretty warm, but we are still going to probably start with knee warmers. We have warmer gloves if we need them, and then we have warm raincoats. We'll probably put a little chain lube in here as well, and then we're also carrying our Zoleo emergency beacon satellite communicator device, whatever this thing is called. This is a backcountry ride, and there may not be self-service. And we will also have our Shox headphones. Shox has been a huge supporter of our channel for several years now, and we absolutely love the Open Run Pro 2. The bone conduction technology makes it so that you can still hear what's going on around you. You don't get surprised by other trail users or wildlife. Another thing I really love about them is this button allows you to play pause. So for a ride like tomorrow, I might not start with music. I might just have my playlist queued up. The headphones are super lightweight. You don't notice that you're wearing them. And while I'm still having a good time, I can enjoy conversation with Mackie, listen to the birds song, just really be in the moment. But when things get kind of tough, the weather rolls in, if we're just not having a good time, we don't want to talk to each other anymore, we can have music, we can have that little boost. These are just fantastic product, and they are actually on sale right now for 15% off through Monday. And you can use code SidandMackey5 to get an additional 5% off. Click the link or the QR code and check these out. All right, let's get back to the video.
So we decided to rent a pickup truck for this adventure because we needed to get our bikes to and from, and that was not going to happen in a small vehicle. So here's our Hilux. I was not expecting this kind of flatbeddy back, but I think we can make it happen.
We bought our truck, our little travel truck bed pads, which have been an absolute lifesaver in a lot of scenarios. I'm not 100% sure they're working here. Maybe it's working.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
Dulcet tones of a diesel. The way this works logistically is we are driving to the Lyle Trailhead, which is the start, and then we have hired a car relocation service, the hikeandbike.co.nz. We put our keys in a little lockbox, and then they drive our car to the end. There are shuttles, which in theory we could have done because we did rent the car just for this part of our trip. I looked into it. It was going to be complicated, like, especially because we wanted to get from Nelson, and then we wanted our stuff to get there in the same day, which that was sort of the tricky part. The reason I'm talking about this in the video is when I was trying to figure out how to do this, it was kind of confusing doing this from afar, but shout out to the hike and bike people who answered my very confused email and basically were like, yeah, no, we do that. Not sponsored, but they were great. And obviously that hinges on our car actually showing up on the other side, which you'll see whether that happens in the video or not, but I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Toilets were saved.
So we managed to pull a real rookie move, and our hydration bladders leaked all over our warm clothes. Luckily, it's not cold, so I think we're okay. Don't be like us. 2 to 4 days. It's fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. We're not dumb or anything. The truck is parked. Taking the keys. We literally sent a photo.
It looks like that.
This.
Okay.
It looks exactly like this. It's like they've done this before.
Like they've done it before.
And exactly as I predicted, we are not leaving until 8, but it's fine.
8? That's not bad. Yeah, I think we're not riding down this.
You guys remember how much I love this?
Sid loves a good suspension bridge. It's easier if you just pedal. This basically just starts off with a climb. It is 8.7 miles, 2,600 feet. It looks like there's another climb before we get to the top. So this trail is pretty awesome. It's very, like, nicely built. Sid and I were just trying to remember what those are called. Ponga palms? Ponga palms? Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
It just came to me. Ponga palms. This terrain is just so different than what we're used to seeing at home and in the American Southwest. It's so cool. It's so green and lush, and yeah, I love it.
This is absolutely stunning so far. And we haven't even had a view. It's just the forest is this special.
Look, guys, there are goats. I didn't know there were goats here. Look at them, they're so happy and goaty. There's one standing on a tree up there. So those traps, or that box that we just passed, is a predator trap, which you will see all over New Zealand. But this is the first time that we've seen commemorative ones. I feel like normally I see commemorative benches, but I like the commemorative trap. There we go. What was that?
They said if you die, I'll name a possum trap after you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Fun fact for all the North Americans watching this video, possums in New Zealand are actually cute. They have big fluffy tails. I'm not even sure they're related to our nasty possums.
Ours are opossums.
You're right. Yeah, it turns out there is a difference. I just thought everyone was spelling it wrong, but there's an opossum and a possum. Possums, much cuddlier, but also non-native bird destroying pests. This track was originally built as a mining road in the 1880s with the intent of connecting the mines in Buller Gorge in the south with the Mokenui River in the north. However, the road was never finished due to the incredibly challenging terrain that you're going to see throughout this video. Both ends were built, but the miners failed to ever connect the road, so it sat buried in the undergrowth for over a century, until in the early 2000s, a group of locals set out to finish what the miners had started. With the support of the New Zealand Cycle Trail Fund and the Department of Conservation, the old ghost road was born in its current form. It took 7 years, $6.5 million, and 26,500 hours of labor. A monumental investment that is evident with every pedal stroke you take on this trail.
Wow, this slid at some point.
I think this was the recent one.
Oh, this is the recent one?
Yeah.
Dang.
No stopping or lingering. Earthquakes of 1929, 1968 wreaked havoc through this area. The old trail formation was completely lost, leaving in its place the big slips. Even the resident feral goat population didn't dare cross these imposing features, instead choosing a more circuitous route up and around the mountain. They were restored in 2009 and 2010. This is cool. Super cool.
Well, this section's really nice. It's like a 1 or 2% grade. We're just cruising along. Two hours and 20 minutes in. Feeling pretty good.
The terrain just changed very dramatically. So I think we're about to go back into the forest. Yeah. That was interesting. I think I can kind of tell we're getting a little higher elevation. Yeah. Like the plants are changing a little bit. It smells really good out here.
2,800.
Quick snacky break.
Snack. Apparently this marks the end of the historic Lyle Dray Road and the dream the old-timers had of carving a through road from Lyle to Mokehinui to link these two promising goldfields. The rain has changed so much.
Yeah, this is beautiful. We are currently averaging a little under 6 miles an hour, but we've also done like pretty significant bulk of the climbing. Like at least a third of the climbing that we're doing today in the first 12 miles. So I suspect our mile per hour will pick up somewhat. Famous last words, I know. That's a very New Zealand view.
That is a very new view. And I want to do too.
Cool.
And the cloud off to the side.
Yeah.
I feel like we're even higher.
I think we're going into the cloud.
Oh, nice.
It's like Madeira.
Woo, bright all of a sudden. Wow.
Everything has been stunning so far, but this might be my favorite section yet. We just went through some crazy old growth trees. Now it's opened up and we are in the clouds. Wow. I feel like this is where the dragons live. This is crazy.
Oh, I like this.
Oh my God. Ah! Is this real life? I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but it is unbelievably beautiful. Feeling pretty lucky to be here.
This is so crazy.
Cloud is coming. They're on top of the world, except we're still going up. Just a reminder that the kit sales close next week. If you also want to look this epic in a beautiful place. View not included. It is pre-order only, so this is your only chance. You have to pre-order it. Once the pre-order is done,
Finito.
Cool, cool, cool. I'm very used to exposure. I really don't like having a fence here to put my handlebars on. Would much rather have a cliff edge. Thank you. Bluff. Maximum load, 2 persons. Okay then. Ooh, okay. Yep. Cool.
So epic. Celebratory high point sandwich.
Are you gonna be okay with eating both your sandwiches this early?
I'm doing it.
Hey.
I figure better to get on top of the nutrition, you know?
Fine. I will not eat my second one in case we have a crisis later. Pretty delicious.
Really good.
Wow.
I feel like some of these ridge lines are like the ones that they put the hobbits and Gandalf on.
I know.
And they're like, okay, walk along this now while we get this helicopter shot.
All right, another hut.
Oh, that's pretty straightforward.
And we have refilled our bottles. And we're going. Oh, that was kind of tricky, but we did it. Woo. And a bridge / boardwalk. Ooh, we are in the jungle. head maybe hazardous when snow is present. I think we're good. We are safe from the snow. Wow. It's just switching back down the hill. Can you see that? That's like 4 in a row. Trying not to fall off the edge underneath them. Just keep turning on the camera, but it is just stunning everywhere. This video might be 7 hours long. Alright, we are climbing again. Doesn't look like it's a super long run though. Uh-oh. That's not in the right gear. I should have expected it. So really every corner is like, wow, look at that.
It's true. Wow, wow, wow.
It's kind of crazy how quickly you just gain elevation up these really steep hills.
Check that out, guys. Up there, right there, is the lodge that we were at where we filled up water. That's crazy.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Cool. Fun. Yeah, that's above my pay grade with this sort of a drop off waiting to happen. Back this way, not off the edge. No way. We just had a super fun little descent. Apparently you used to have to come down a bunch of stairs and they've rerouted, which is nice. So shout out to the trail builders. Overall, I would say this trail must take just a phenomenon. Where was I? A phenomenal amount of work and effort to maintain also the huts and everything, and it is really in pristine condition. Bridges, reroutes, signage, it's quite remarkable really. It makes it easy to feel like you're not in the backcountry, but I do think we're pretty out here. Oh, there's helicopter pads too. I'm just listing the infrastructure. This descent has been really cool. We're nearing the river. 40-kilometer mark.
I love those giant moss-covered rocks.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
giant boulders in this river.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Those are some dinosaur eggs for sure.
bridge number 3. Whoa, whoa!
What just happened? Equilibrium.
Yeah, the equilibrium is definitely off.
What is it?
Automatic humane trap.
Ooh, what's it do?
Wow.
I don't understand how it traps them, but I'm glad it didn't trap you.
It almost did.
You can stick your fingers into everything you see on the side of the trail. I don't like these. I mean, I like them, but they also make me a little nauseous. Bridge number 4. We just passed the Stern Valley hut, and I'm thinking we're coming to the end of this really long, pleasant descent. And I assume we climb again. But at this point, we've done about half the distance in like 2/3 of the climbing. Does that sound right? Maybe even over 2/3 of the climbing. Depends which account you ask. But according to Trailforks, we are over 2/3 of the climbing. So we are doing pretty good, given that it could get difficult in a bunch of other ways. This feels like yet another ecosystem. It's like hot all of a sudden. Not unbearably, but much warmer than coming down that descent.
So we left the river and just started climbing. This is our last big climb. It is 1,000 feet over 3.4 miles. Got a meat stick, had some gummy bears, ready to climb. Suspendy Bridge number 4.
I feel like now we could be in Colorado. Like, kind of crazy. Earnest Valley. It is a very earnest valley.
Very wholesome.
Very wholesome.
Such a cheerful little lake down there.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, cheerful lake.
Love it.
That is quite the view that way.
Please don't fall off the edge.
Don't fall off the edge. Wise words from Sid. But yeah, it was cool. We came from down there not that long ago.
Like 20 minutes.
Yeah, probably 20 minutes.
Very efficient.
We've got another 200 feet and 0.7 of a mile. And I need to have my hands on the handlebars. There we go.
We were just wondering why this side of the mountain is so much more forested compared mossy, wet. And Mackie goes, maybe it's the north-facing side. And then we looked at the GPS, and it's very much not. And then we realized that north-facing slopes are south-facing slopes in the southern hemisphere. And I feel shook to my core. Living in New Mexico, our life kind of revolves around what's facing the sun and what isn't. And the fact that it's reversed down here is like, whoa, but of course it is, duh. Second snack break, done. Going through the forest. Playing with fire on the Aspen ST. Whew. Something about the next climb after a reasonably long descent. My legs are feeling it now. Sorry. Unruly Creek. It's a great name for a creek. The maximum load 2-person signs. Like, that's not that many persons.
Not many persons.
Oh wow, this is cool. It's very pretty.
So I think now, we just, I'm guessing we parallel this river, but
Cool.
It's pretty flat for like the next 17 miles.
Cool.
Yeah. 5 people. Can you imagine if you had a group of 10 and you had to like wait till half of them got across?
I also just like, this is a long bridge to only be able to, oh, I'm getting nauseous.
Sorry.
Oh God.
I wasn't sure I was gonna fit.
Struggling. Start to go cross-eyed on these things a little bit. They're pretty cool. Woo! Oh. This bird likes my bike. Hi, buddy. Really cute. What are you? Someone who's into birds. Let us know. This section is a ton of fun and we are just cruising. We're just trying to decide if there are snakes in New Zealand. We know there aren't any venomous snakes. Remember, there's nothing that can kill you. Mackie just pointed out very astutely that kiwi birds look kind of a lot like kiwi fruit. Which came first, the kiwi bird or the kiwi fruit? What's your bet? I'll go fruit, just to make it a bet. Passed another hut, which I think is our last hut. Have we passed before the end? I don't know. We decided that we didn't need more water. Which admittedly, like, is a very low stakes discussion compared to in New Mexico because there's a huge river, like, right there. Not to jinx us with 10 miles to go, but could not have asked for a better day, weather-wise. I was nervous about this because I had to book the lodge that we're staying in tonight, like way in advance. And when we landed in New Zealand a week ago, it was showing rain, and I was like, of course it is. If it had poured on us all day and been 10 degrees colder, it would have been rough.
Yeah.
Hello.
We're doing a day trip.
Day trip,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. Yeah. Getting close here.
Yeah. Feeling good?
Yeah, it's been fun. Hands a little tired for sure.
Six hours and 24 minutes in. We have climbed 6,200 feet and descended about 80 less than that. So I get the feeling the rest of this is mostly up, down, up, down, up, down. And we've got 10 miles left. Solid. I'm feeling pretty good because I've actually eaten enough, consumed enough calories today. Sandwiches, candy, scratch high carb. Another nut bar? Ooh, yeah.
We have 2 more.
2 more?
Yeah.
Woo! Hit me. Okay, ready. Yeah, got it.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean, it's in my hand. I didn't stop.
I don't believe you.
Look.
Extreme rockfall hazard. You can see they've tried to chain the rocks back. It's pretty wild.
Oh, this suspension bridge. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's suspended.
Oh god, okay, I'm freaking out.
Don't freak out. Just go straight. Look at the exit. You've got this. Ah, the wobble, man. That was really cool.
called suicide.
Suicide slip? You got this. Look straight ahead, straight ahead.
Look at that friggin' white sand beach. Was that natural? That's crazy. One wrong turn and we're there. Much less terrifying suspension bridge. Oh, there's only 2 left in here. Only 2? This section's so cool.
We're closing in, just under 6 miles to go. We're making good time on this last part. It's nice and flat, slightly uphill sometimes, slightly downhill sometimes, but basically just like a nice mellow grade. And we're just cruising right along.
I would just like to reflect on how this is like the exact opposite of our Continental Divide adventure, which is that these last like 10 miles have been so fast and fun and easy, whereas on that ride, I believe the last, maybe even the last 4 miles took us like 3 hours. I don't know. It was,
I don't think it was quite that dramatic.
the last 10 miles took like 3 hours. We're doing so well. We ticked off like 3 miles on the road, and now the road just completely disappeared. And we're not sure if we're supposed to go through this cow pen.
No, that's locked.
What in the After that ride, we were both like, why can't we just find some adventure rides in the like 7 to 9 hour range? Why are they always 14 hours long? Well, here we are. Gonna be right at like 7.5 hours probably. Assuming no surprises. Like, I never let my guard down. I'm ready. We're gonna have to wade across this river probably. We just got a sign saying steep climb. I am intrigued. So far this is not bad.
Last climb, I believe. County Hill, apparently.
What's it called?
County Hill.
Feels like we're re-entering civilization. Last kilometer. That's it. We've done it. And our truck made it. Woohoo!
Right.
That was great news. That was a hell of a day. That was a lot of fun.
Good
I
job.
have to go right up the hill because I'm at 49.82.
Nah, leave it.
Oh my god, that smells like pizza. I smell pizza.
I want some
This
pizza.
is the lodge. I'm so excited. Final totals for the day were 50 miles. Yes, I did do a lap of the parking lot with 6,900 feet of climbing. Overall, it took us a little less than 8 hours, but this was with plenty of stops, so our moving time was around 6:45. I was worried about feeling rushed doing this in one day, and while it probably isn't the right choice for everyone, this was a perfect day for us.
No, not one.
Not gonna be a long swim! We still arrived in plenty of time to jump in the river, enjoy the rough and tumble bush shower, and be ready for a delicious dinner. Riding all day and finishing with good food in a comfy bed is definitely our idea of a good time. Overall, this trail was stunning. Every view felt more magical than the last, and we feel so lucky to have had a chance to experience it.